Hey YouTube, I'm about to start recording for the Cronez Way Podcast, and I want to be on cue and on point. So welcome, if this is your first time here, welcome to the Cronez Way, to the podcast series. I got a little wet spot right here, y'all. Don't mind. Welcome to the Cronez Way Podcast. I'm your host, Alicia, and I'm here to help women who struggle with healthy decision making set their standards so they can live their best life. Welcome to another episode, everyone. Thank you for returning, and welcome if this is your first time here. Okay, over here, I'll just be like running my mouth on topics that I feel is relevant to women, the Crohn's. Well, to women, I feel like all women should stand in that crone energy. And I'm not saying you always have to be, just so uptight. No, Crohn's energy is just like your standards are set. You ain't going below them, okay? And this people get threatened when they find out, or you be like, when you let them know that you have standards. It's like they're offended. It's like, oh, well, I have standards too. And it's like, well, okay, great. You should, everyone should have standards. So, yeah, over here at Cronez is about setting those standards regardless. Like having standards and never going below your standards and settling. Okay, so like the last week's episode, the ladies, I know y'all wasn't feeling me like that because I was talking about low-key chasing, and I shared that I've been guilty of like text messaging a person like first, or more. I don't do that no more, but like I have been times where I was chasing, like, because I definitely was chasing like my son's father. Like, shoot, I wouldn't be caught dead now, but hey, you live and you learn. That's what life is all about. It's about experiencing things and learning. Like, that's what Crohn's is like that's what Crohn's is about. It's like you've experienced these things and you've grown, so now you're going to share that, so maybe you don't necessarily want to prevent people from doing things, but you want to kind of like I like to like give people a heads up or keep them abreast, or kind of like relate to people, because it's like no one's perfect, but the main thing is that we want to have respect and standards as Crohn's, and that's just important. And that kind of goes into like this week's topic, because I feel like the reason why I say it's important for women like to chase is because it's like outside of your element. Like, that's why I like to refer to women as water, because it's like when you're chasing, like, that's the masculine energy. And a man will never, like, these men, they not going to tell you, they know you're chasing, but they're not going to tell you they're chasing. They want you to chase them. That's the thing. Like, these guys these days want to be pursued by the woman. And I feel like it's kind of backwards. And like, one thing is for certain is like the egg is never ever going to chase the sperm. Like, and that's facts. Like, it don't matter how times change. Like, that ain't going to happen. It's the millions of the sperm trying to get to the egg, not no eggs chasing all these sperm cells. Like, it doesn't exist. So as women, I feel like we need to rest in our feminine and let what comes to us come to us. Not saying that you need to accept anything. When someone of your standards is coming in, is into your current, you done attracted that masculine energy or whatever you want to attract, that's when you figure out if this person is meeting your standards or whatever your standards are. I'm not here to tell you what your standards should be. I'm just here to share that it's important that we should have standards, because it's important, and men look for that and like really take advantage of women that do not. And so, like I said, like sometimes when women have standards and a certain level type of guy cannot get to that woman, they'll say like they might call you feisty, or they might call you things, and masculine is one of them, because feisty would be considered as masculine. I've been recently called feisty by men, because I've been approached, and I want to say I kind of like checked them, like, because okay, I was in a bar. It was like a bar setting. No, it was a club setting, and a guy approached me and my girl. We chilling, having a good time, drinking, and these guys approach us. Now it's an older club, so these guys are in there. The club is like at least like 50 and up. It's like an older club. You just wanted to chill around, like older type energy. But I don't know. Apparently these older guys are just like, it's ruder than the young guys, because they came over like talking to us, and I'm like, well, hi, like, they immediately asking where we from and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, damn, you just jump into where we from. How about hi, how you doing? Do you want something to drink? So because I'm correcting him, he's telling me that I'm feisty. That's masculine. Well, I don't know if he used the term masculine. I don't think he used that term, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna say he called me masculine. Now I might be reaching a little bit, but to me, that's calling me masculine by saying that I'm feisty, or trying to take up for my own self for being bombarded with energy that I didn't even ask for. Like, you came in my circumference questioning or whatever. You just were in my vicinity, in my space, asking me. So for the sake, I just want to state the topic this week is, are you being too masculine as a woman? Black women are often labeled as being masculine. And I feel like I won't front like I've not seen the masculine women. Like, I've seen masculine women, and to me, masculine women is not the one that are into, I don't consider lesbians and gays like as masculine, although there are, lesbian that consider themselves men, or whatever their choice. That's their business. But when I consider being a masculine woman is like a woman that does male things, like smokes those Black and Milds and like sags her pants, but she's really like, not into girls. She's just acting like a guy just for the sake of like being cool with them, or just wanting to, being for the sake of being allowed around them. I've seen that coming up with females. So I would consider that masculine. Or just like a girl's, that's like hanging with the guys that think she's one of the guys. And, just to me, it's like masculine. Like, and girls that dress like guys, that's masculine to me too. But I feel like women are considered masculine when I feel like I wrote down like I feel like women are only considered masculine when they shut men down, like when they are ambitious about their goals. Like, I noticed a lot of women that are like driven, like say somebody like Carri Richardson, the girl that just won the Olympics. Well, that was supposedly go to the Olympics, and she just ran in the race and came in like the 9th place or whatever. And I feel like even with her situation, like I feel as though like she's like a girl that's considered driven. So men, like the young guys in her, probably her age group, would consider her masculine, especially during the time when she was training and preparing, because when you're considered going after your goals and putting them first as a woman, you're looked upon as masculine. So I feel as though like when women are, when they turn men down and when they go after their goals and dreams and pursue them, they're considered masculine. And back to the girl Sha'Carri, like even when she lost and she was like talking cocky, it was a lot of comments talking about she needs to humble herself and like all these things. It's just like she didn't need to humble herself when she was talking that way when she won, but now because she lost, you have to humble yourself. It's like, no, if that's who she is, let her be who she is. Like, win or lose, she's going to talk her shit. Let her talk her shit, win or lose. Like, who are we to tell her to pipe down or whatever? Like, you're not her. You didn't go through what she went through. You're not, can't even run what she run. Like, so how dare you part your lips to tell her she needs to humble herself, So it's like, I feel like women are always, when they show too much pride, it's like they're attacked and considered being masculine, and they need to humble and pipe down and just like, go under and beneath. It's just like, no, I don't think so. Like, I know what I want in life. And I don't feel as though that a man, just because they're interested in me, should be allowed to come up to me and say whatever it is that he wants to say without me being allowed to say anything back. What sense do that make? Like, I'm not supposed to say anything. So I don't really understand the language of I'm not a Southern belle. Not trying to be a Southern belle. I wasn't raised in the South. I moved to the South for the lifestyle, the slower lifestyle, for the sake of my children, the sunshine, and the community of the people that is supposedly Southern hospitality. That's why I moved to the South. I didn't move to the South to try to adapt to be a Southern belle, So yeah, I feel like somebody like myself, they would consider me another thing that a woman would be considered masculine when she's strongly opinionated. I'm strongly opinionated. I'm very opinionated. So men definitely is going to say I'm masculine, like, oh, she's masculine, or I don't hear masculine, and it's probably because like I do wear like lipstick and I do wear like long weave, so I guess in like girly things, so I guess it's like, well, they can't call me masculine, but let my shirts be a little bit looser with no lipstick and shorter hair. I would just be, just so masculine to men because I'm just so highly opinionated. And it's just like, yes, I'm highly opinionated because I'm an adult woman. I want to come to my own conclusions based on my own results, based on what I find, based on my findings after I hear whatever. Like, I like to hear two sides to the story, or if something is being presented to me, an idea, I want to know the backstory, or I want to do further research before I go ahead and go along with it. I have my own opinion. So yeah, I'm going to go about things in my own way. And I feel like men consider that, masculine. But this is the funny thing. Like, that's considered masculine, but it's not considered masculine when you go half. It's not, when you dishing out your money, that's not considered half. Like, that's like bros. Like, going half is like bros. Like, to me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a roommate. Like, that's going half. They don't consider that going half. And they don't consider when these girls is out here buying these men these cars and spoiling them. Like, if it's, like I said, if it's your man's birthday, okay. Just to me, I'm not buying no man no car. That's worse than buying him shoes. Anybody that know me know I'm just taboo. It's certain things that you should and should not buy a man. And like I said, y'all watch out for that book, because I'm gonna let y'all know, ladies, put y'all on game for things that you should never buy a man. Like, if you shouldn't buy a man shoes, what in the willy world would make you buy him a car? Wheels to ride a bit around. Like, girl, you done lost every sense of your mind. Okay, keeping up with the Joneses, okay? Because that's what I feel like. That's some keeping up with the Joneses business. Like, you buying your man a car, whatever. If I want my man to have a car, I'll buy him a model, like a model plane, some shit that, you feel me? Some shit that he gotta fly with a remote control. Buy him a drone, something like that. I'm not buying him no damn car or something that he can transport somebody in. You're not even supposed to be buying shoes, honey. Okay, but we're gonna leave that in with the taboo when I get on my taboo topics, my real taboo topics, and I'm gonna talk about those gifts. But yeah, like I said, it's not considered masculine when you spoiling them with gifts. Like, where they do that at? Like, sit down, please. I'm not having that. And I just want to say, like, for the men that's saying that women are masculine, it's just like, even this past weekend, like, y'all come up to women saying anything and expect them, especially the black guys. Like, I don't know about the other races, because I know I was out, I go out quite often, especially since it's been nice, and after being locked down, I like to kind of enjoy myself. So I'll go to like certain areas, and I notice like the white guys, they're a little bit more cautious or precautious when they approach the black women. Cool, because they probably don't know how we're going to interact or whatever. But even I notice when we are interacting, it's just like we're never called, I'm never called feisty or masculine by like a Caucasian or like a Hispanic or Mexican. Like, I've not gotten that from them ever. It's only like black men, and it's usually the black men that want you to like be humble yourself. That's what they say, that you need to humble yourself. It's like, no, like you looking like the one guy's okay. Y'all know I always use my life examples. So the one guy this weekend, trying to talk to me and my girl, the one you could tell. Now the one guy just straight up asked if we wanted cocaine or something. I don't even remember what he said, but ever since, that was just a complete turn off. Like, y'all just come up and say anything. Do we want cocaine? And we just supposed to accept that. So anyway, his friend clearly, like, they were clearly like of the lower class, like had nothing going on. They looked like kind of dirty. Like, I'm, not to be judgmental, but they just look kind of dirty. And we were looking good. We was coming from a club. Like, I'm sure y'all know I be having on my Cronez jewelry. I be in the Cronez. Like, I'm always in the Cronez jewelry. Lipstick. I'm always usually wearing like the lipstick to match my hair color and my eyebrows, So I'm always usually like, looking a little bit okay when I'm out in the nightlife. And so if you coming up to somebody looking other than, at least like you put some effort in, like, don't expect them to like engage like you want them to. Like y'all say we're difficult and we're feisty and we're this and we're that because we don't want to stoop to you. You out here looking like you just rolled out of bed, literally, like coming uptown, like just to harass and see what pretty ladies is out there. Like, nobody want to talk to you. So how dare you consider and call her masculine because you rolled out of bed and didn't put no effort into how you look, and you upset because she don't want to talk to you. Like, no, it don't go that way. Sorry. I need a drink. So yeah, I know I ain't even tell y'all to grab y'all drinks on this episode. I just start going in. I ain't let y'all grab y'all prophylactics, y'all wine, your liquor, nothing. Your tea, but y'all should already know when y'all turn me on, y'all already know I'm about to go in on some stuff, and I'm about to tell y'all about some events and some darn fools I done ran into, because I'm always running into some type of fool talking about something. And so yeah, like I'm just tired of like black women being looked at as masculine, like. And it's just already a known fact, like black women automatically has the most testosterone next to the black man. Like, that's a known study. Like, they're always doing studies on testosterone. They're always doing studies on different things. It's already a known fact that the young black males have like the highest testosterone. Like, and that's way higher than any other race. So like, of course, the black woman that was here first with the XX chromosome is going to be the highest number next. Like, that's like a given. That's like a no-brainer. But, it's like things in constructs that get put in place to try to knock us down, to not step into the power of who we are. I'm always tell women to own their power. I'm always tell women, because we are responsible for bringing life to this side. So I'm going to always tell women to own their power and not to go below their standards and settle. Like, no, we not settling. And we've done a lot of that, and we've come a long way. So please stop doing stuff to knock us down. I feel like calling us masculine is just another way for to tell us to humble ourselves. Like, y'all trying to tell Sha'Carri, like, y'all put people like that in a limelight for people to have public humiliation, for you to say, humble yourself. Like, I'm here to say, women, no matter what your color is, don't humble yourself. You stand in your power and you demand the respect that you want and deserve. Because guess what? If you don't, no one will give it to you. And that's just straight up bottom line. They could say all of this stuff. They want us to know what we bring to the table. Hell, the table that you're talking about, what table? The table, the kitchen table? Because at this point, I feel like y'all taking a symbolism and taking it verbally. Like, y'all really want to know what somebody brings to y'all kitchen table. Like literally, that's what men, I feel like when men say what you bring to the table, that's in their mind. That's really in their mind, like on some mob stuff. Like, yeah, what do you bring to the table? Like you talking to one of your guys. What do you bring to the table? Like the table, the first of all, what do a table look like? Any table. It could be square or circle. It has 4 legs. Hey, I got 2 arms. I got 2 legs. I got a circle right here. It may be square based on if I ain't eating right. You feel me? I'm the table. I'm the table that they keep talking about, you know? Like they keep saying what you bringing to the table, like what you bringing to you. What you bringing to you is what you saying. And no answer is ever right with them because subconsciously they know that there is no table. The table is that womb that they came out of, and they keep on fishing for answers that's not going to fit because you know in heart that is no answer that fits because this table that you're talking about is the mother's womb that you came out of, but you don't want to come to those terms and address that. So it's just like, and it's not all men. It's them dusty men, and it's sad to say it's a lot of black men that just don't want to step up, want to be simps, want to be like the rappers, have all these chicks that you cannot afford. Well, women, I won't call them chicks. You want all these women that you cannot afford. And yes, women, it's expensive. This weave right here, these bundles is not cheap. Like even if women do not wear weave, if they want to wear their natural hair products, what hair products on a natural girl is cheap? And that's higher maintenance than bundles. People wear bundles so they don't have to do all that high maintenance to their hair, washing it and conditioning with all those expensive products for natural hair. Okay? And products to keep it up. That stuff's expensive. Okay? Like, so all I'm saying is respect people's choice in who and what they decide to pursue, be it their goals, be it just adamant about anything, relationships. I feel as though women need to stopped being called masculine because I feel like a woman is always going to make it do what it do, the average woman. But my question to men is, are you always going to be able to make it do what it do? If all this shit shut down right now, is lights out, nothing, all we got is whatever we got. Are you going to be able to build? Are you going to be able to build the house with everything knocked down? Are you going to be able to make it do what it do? Because the woman, we got this. We got the kids. We got this. We can go ahead and garden. A lot of us know how to garden. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. I have some plants and stuff, but I can make some. As long as I can barter, I can make it do what it do, because I have natural skills that I can use. You know what I'm saying? That I can utilize. But what natural skills, men, do you have while you're out here calling women masculine? What skills do you have as being a masculine? Do you have masculine skills? Can you build a house? Can you do any welding? Can you do masonry or carpentry work? If you can't answer yes to any of them questions, I suggest you don't never come out of your face and call another woman masculine or call another woman feisty, because at that point, I'ma just call you twinkle toes, because you're not, something ain't adding up. Like, women are always have all these lists of things that we should do, and all these list of things that make us feminine. Like, 1 minute is do our hair, next minute, 1 minute is y'all want us to be natural, next minute, and I'm a vouch for my own self, because that's the front right there. I was natural for over 6 months. I was natural for, I want to say 8 months, 9 months. Do y'all know the entire time I was natural, man, I wasn't getting no action. You hear what I'm saying? I wasn't getting no action. Nobody, like guys, when I would go to clubs or bars or something, wasn't nobody looking at natural me with my fro. Not like that. I might get 1 or 2 to talk. Really. Soon as I put these old red bundles back in my hair, oh, it was game on. Game on. So now that's why when I hear guys say, oh, they want natural, use a damn lie. if they say that they do, ladies, please go to their phones. Go to their like history, and I'm against going through men's phone. I'm gonna just say that I'm against that. But the reason why I say is go through their phones, and I want you to go through their likes and see what type of women are they liking. Are they liking these girls that they hair is wrapped up like how Erykah Badu used to have her hair, or is they messing with the naturalistas, the natural girls, the girls with the locks? Are they liking them? Or are they liking a bunch of girls that got these colorful wigs and these frontals like I'm rocking right now? My good frontal by my girl Going Hollywood 2Ds on Instagram. Shout her out real quick. Yeah, like let me know, like you know what I'm saying. And ladies, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Swear to God, like. And I don't mean to be using God's name in vain, but I promise you, like, I would not make this up right here. Ladies, if y'all had the same experience, share this. Like, if y'all in my group, share it. I'm telling you, men claim they want one thing and they be lying. You know, I feel like they just want to have something to say to women. They always want us, like I said, to bow down to them. Bow down. No. One, I'm a Sagittarius woman, so that's already masculine, but I'm balanced out. You see what I'm saying? Because I know my chart. I'm balanced because my sun, between my sun, moon, and rising, my major planets that's in my astrology chart. If you're not familiar with the astrology chart and where your sun and moon is and your Venus is in your chart, I suggest y'all look into an astrology chart, because that's important. Like, if you don't know your astrology, where the sun, everybody knows where the sun is where they was born, but do you know where the moon was when you were born? Do you know where the planet Venus was when you were born? If you don't know where these planets were when you were born, chances are you don't fully know yourself. And then you wonder why, like, different seasons, like, you feel different ways. Like, I'm a Virgo moon. As soon as the sun went into Virgo, I automatically went into, okay, it's time for me to organize mode, because I know that somewhere I got 0 degrees of Virgo on my chart. I'm going to feel it. So all I'm saying is, don't call people masculine and you don't, and just because they're not addressing you, or they're not doing things you want. Because there's a lot of women out here that's just goal getters, and that they're going to consider masculine because they're putting goals before a guy. And that's another reason. Another thing, like, people is quick to say black women is single, black men. Yeah, a lot of black women single because we don't want to settle. We not settling for nothing. Like, I'm not settling for a damn thing. Why would I settle? I came too far to settle for anything. So it's like, when you're not willing to settle, you're going to be looked upon as masculine by some people. Me, now, I know I could be a little bit biased. So what I've done, and I know I'm going to stop doing this because I may possibly, I'm not going to say that I for sure, but I'm going to just tell y'all a little secret that I stopped dealing with water signs and earth signs because they feminine. And the only reason why, because I said I don't want a feminine man for the sake of them calling me masculine, because I also have my Mercury, the planet of communication, in Sagittarius. So I know my when I communicate with people is like a little blunt or forceful to some, but that's some people. Because again, when I've asked like certain men, and to me they're considered are considered masculine men. I mean, I just remember I asked I know a masculine sign, and Aries. I asked, was I masculine? I asked a few people, was I masculine? They told me no. So I'm like, okay, I feel as though it's like, people just need to know their charts. Like, if you have your Mercury like in a water sign, or your sun or moon, and it's probably in an earth sign, like a feminine sign, like, chances are a woman like me, you would consider me masculine, because I have fiery planets. Like, I'm fiery. I'm going to be feisty. Like, fire is, okay, could be explosive, you know? But I don't consider myself masculine. I just consider myself like, I know what I want, you know? And so, yeah, that's probably all I had for talking about women being masculine. Y'all know I don't like going on too much. You know, I went in on the ladies last week. I think y'all wasn't feeling that I was saying chasing, but it's masculine, ladies. It really is, because the sperm never chases the egg. That's just science. So, you know, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Like, y'all could join the discussion. Like, any women that, you know, you've been called masculine, and I know a lot of women, they tell me a lot that they get called masculine because, you know, they just like go-getters and don't wait for people. But at the same time, it's just like, just because they're go-getters doesn't mean that they don't want to be treated and nurtured like a woman. Like, we just are pursuing our goals, so we won't be looked upon like we're slouches. You know, we just want to be boss babes, boss bitches, some of us, you know, just doing the damn thing. We don't want to be looked at as masculine. We want to be looked at as go-getters. Or some people just want to be looked at as ambitious, you know? And even though ambitious is considered masculine, like, when someone is pursuing a goal is masculine. So it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. If you're pursuing goals, it takes action. And so that is going to be, because that's masculine. But that doesn't make us masculine. So if you want to debate me on the discussion, I'm willing to, you know, I'm open game. Because I haven't had any collabos this season. I know I'm trying to work, you know, because I don't want to bring people on here. Like, people ask me to bring them up, but it's like pointless. I want to bring people up that's going to have real conversations, some substance, some stuff for y'all to really get into. Like, I don't like sitting just talking for nothing, you know, wasting time. So get at me at the number 4 Cronez at gmail.com if you want to, like, shoot me an email. Also, you could DM me on Instagram. Y'all follow me as well at _Cronez. Like the page Cronez. Ladies, join the private Facebook group, because I'm always asking for a discussion. I'm asking for like ideas, and I'm about to start like spotlighting women that's really doing a thing out here, ladies. So y'all get in on the group, Cronez, the private Facebook group. Add yourself to the group. If you doing big things out here, I want to spotlight you. You know, big you up, shout you out. And y'all check it out on YouTube as well, the Cronez Way. Y'all know I'm doing a video for this. So yeah, that's all I have, ladies. You know, I know they always accusing, especially black women, of being masculine, but like I said, continue to follow your dreams and setting your standards and never go below them. It is what it is. What's meant to come to you will come to you, and what ain't for you, let it go, boo. Okay? I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next week.